video. So let's get right into this. We is literally almost done, y'all. Got a little bit more is to go. We're gonna try to finish this today. Let's get right into it. I remember where I left off, so let's go. This is the middle. Well, this is the last page of chapter 13. So let's finish. I just rolled my eyes and locked the shop's door. Todd walked out before me, and we each jumped in our cars and headed home. When we got home, Rwanda was laying sky down in her crib in the living room. Right away, Rwanda looked at us and could tell that something was wrong. Why y'all looking like that? Y'all having problems? No, Rwanda, I said, trying my best not to feel the same way she just described. Taj and I are fine. Then where's your ring at? Good question, Taj smirked. It's soaking in the diamond cleaner. Damn, how did she notice that? Well, you need to put it on, Rwanda insisted. You all of a sudden, girl, you only been a mother for a day. You already trying to regulate stuff. I know where my ring is. I know my ring is getting to work. It's in the house. Only forgot it because it's in the diamond cleaner, like I said. Rwanda is, I don't know, but bitch, pipe down. You've only been a mother only a day. You only been a grandmother only, I don't know how long, but pipe down. Because you just became a mother all of a sudden. But anyway, where was I? Rwanda, I said, cutting her off. That's not what I came here for. I need to tell you something. What? I sat down beside her and grabbed her hands. Bryce came by the shop this morning. Yeah, Rwanda said, sounding scared. Queen passed away last night. Rwanda started crying and screaming. She did what? Oh, Jesus, why? She screamed, why? She didn't have nobody. Nobody should have to die alone. For the rest of the day, Rwanda stayed in her bedroom and cried. She told me how she told Queen to leave the night before she died. Already knowing the conversation, I sat there feeling guilty. Snot dripped from Rwanda's nose and tears poured from her eyes. For the only for the only reason that she ever had oh shit, I said for the only reason. For the only friend that she ever had in the world, Queen was gone. Queen was buried 3 days later. It rained all day. At the funeral, Rwanda was quiet the entire time. Aunt Cookie and Uncle Boy didn't even say much, not even a what you working with or a I can't call. Bryce was visibly upset at his mother's funeral. Besides Taj and I, Shannon and Quincy and Bryce's father were there for support. Queen looked to be a peace like oh shit. Queen looked to be at peace laying in her casket. She didn't seem to have the traveling lines of pain covering her face. As I looked down at her, I almost felt a relief that she was gone. I remembered the I remember the look on her face when Rwanda asked her to leave and to never come back. Queen was walking around dead. Rwanda told me after the funeral, and now that she's dead, she almost seems alive. Okay, chapter 4, personal file or few. Um, when Taj and I woke up, the radio alarm clock was tuned to Kiss FM's morning show. It was the Wake Up Club's confessions hour. At first, I wasn't paying any attention. I was confused. Sorry. I was focusing more on the big black dick that I wanted for breakfast. For the past month since Queen's death, I've been trying my best to get Todd and me back on the right track, thinking that if I woke him up with me riding his dick, that that would be enough to get us going. As I started to caress Todd's stick with the palm of my hand, I heard a voice sounding just like Uncle Boy coming across the radio, except I could tell that the person was trying to disguise his voice. The caller said his name was Boyden James, and since Uncle Boy's name was Boyden Brown, I nixed the caller and attempted to get back to handling my business. As soon as I got Tosh to whisper my name and what he wanted me to do, I heard the caller say to the DJ, "Hey, I can't call." That's when Taj and I both looked at the radio. I though to myself, what? You mean thought? Alright, whatever. Though to myself, what the hell is Uncle Boy doing? Boyd and James was your confession. Hey, my confession is that I've been living with my woman. Just let's just call her Cookie Right for over 25 years. We raised one child together. Let's call her Vera hairstylist. And my grandbaby, let's call her Cracker Dawn. What the fuck? Mr. James, get to the point. Airtime is limited. Well, me and my woman have been together for 25 years. All this time, she's been thinking that I'm divorced, but I'm not. Let me say this nice and slow. Dropped to, my mouth dropped the fuck open. So let's get this straight. The DJ interrupted. You live with your lady, Cookie Right, and she thinks you're divorced. That is correct. Tell us what's going on, Mr. James, the DJ asked while dropping Usher's confessions in the background. See, when I Met my woman. I planned on getting divorced, but I just never made it happen. After we'd been together for 3 years, that's when she told me I had to get divorced or leave, or you didn't want to leave. The DJ asked. Hell no, I love that woman. That woman be putting it on Uncle Boy. I mean, Boyd and James. She been dropping it like it's hot. Sizzle, sizzle. I'm not playing. Uncle Boy laughed. I'm about to be sick. Taj was so embarrassed. What the hell is wrong with Uncle Boy? He asked, shaking his head. Uncle Boy continued, let me explain. I had money to get the divorce, and back then it was only 250 for a quick one. But see, let me explain let me explain what happened. What had happened was, see, there was this little candy store around here. Actually, it was a number runner's place. One Friday night, I was playing the numbers in there, and the place got raided. What? The DJ yelled. You're an old gangster, huh? Oh, gee, that's me. I could practically hear Uncle Boy's lips crack a smile through the airwaves. Anyhow, when they raided the place, I needed to use the divorce money to get me out of jail. So that's about that. So that's about it. Sorry. Okay, you're calling today because you want us to call your woman and tell her the truth? Yeah, man, I need some help with this. Lately, I've been feeling like I want to marry my woman and I can't with this cloud over my head. Well, let's call that's it's called a confession. It cleanses the soul. So, how you feel about doing this so far? I can't call it. Hold on, Mr. James. We're about to make the call. When we heard that shit, we had to sit up. Wait a minute, Uncle Boy said. Before you put me on hold, I just want to make a shout out to my man, Taj. I see you, boy. Taj had a look on his face like, oh, hell no. Uncle Boy continued, and I want to make a shout out to Big Dog, Young Blood, Millie Mill, Junebug, Sip Jr., and Goody down at the bar, down at the barber shop on Linux. This is Boyden ripping for rep. Oh, this is Boyden repping of for the whole of uptown. Not to mention is Brooklyn in the house. Mr. James, the DJ interrupted. Can we call your lady? Yeah, go ahead. When the DJ placed Uncle Boy on hold, my phone rang. It was Shannon. Vera, is your Uncle Boy on the radio? Yeah, girl. Aunt Cookie gonna kill him. Before I could tell Shannon bye, my other line clicked. Let me call you back, I said to Shannon. Angie was on the other line. Vera, turn the radio on. Uncle Boy is on the air. She hung up. That's when Rwanda yelled through my bedroom door, turn to Kiss Boys on the radio. It was as if everybody in Brooklyn knew this nigga was on the radio showing his ass. When I focused back on the radio, a telephone was ringing. Nursing aid service on Cookie answered. Cookie right, please. The DJ said, no cookie right. Cookie, no cookie right here. But this is, but this is Cookie Turner. Okay, Miss Turner, do you know Boyd and James? No, I know a Boyd and Brown. Who are you? This is a Jeff. This is Jeff Fox from Kiss FM's morning show, and I'm calling because hold up on Cookie screen. Barbara, Faye, Sharon, Carol, May, Phyllis, Jerry, I don't know, Renee, Pine, and Deborah. Come on in here. I think we won that office party thing with Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks, one of the women said in the background. All of the others were screaming. Then they started singing in unison. It's on fire up in here. It's burning hot. We on fire. Tear the roof of this motherfucker. Set the roof on fire. What you say? What the fuck? Alright, Miss Turner, the DJ said, interrupting their tune. What you working with, baby boy? Lloyd coming down now. Aunt Cookie asks, Miss Turner, this is a confession hour on the radio. Hush, y'all. Aunt Cookie said to her co-workers in the background. Confessions. She said to the DJ, who set this up? Betty Green from Newark? No, Miss Wright. Well, I know that Todd Sr. didn't do it, right? No, Cookie. Damn. Uncle Boy said, interrupting, it's me, boy. Boy. Aunt Cookie screamed. Aunt Cookie screeched. What are you doing calling me on the radio? I got a confession. A what? You coulda you couldn't wait till we got home to confess. No, I gotta do it now. Boyd and Brown, if you take this time and tell me that you're gay and coming out of the closet, I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh hell no, Cookie. I ain't no homo thug. Then why you got me on the radio? Remember, mm, what? Remember, Murray, Helen, sorry, your ex-wife? Well, yes and no. What about her? Well, she's not exactly my ex-wife. We're still married, and I'm going get divorced. Don't get it crooked, though. You know I loves you, chocolate drop. I meant chocolate chip. Which is why I'm confessing. Oh wow, Aunt Cookie said, surprisingly calm. Thanks for telling me. Now you can get your shit and get the fuck out. The radio was beeping after every other word. You sorry, ain't Aunt Cookie continued. No good son of a beat, Jack beat. I'm not playing. Monkey beat, don't even leave your stinking mother beat. Oh my god. drawers behind. You gonna call me on the beat radio where I know, oh man, where I am thinking I won lunch with Lloyd Banks and you clowning. I done called all my homegirls around me thinking we about to get a honey honey up in here, and this no good beat playing me. Oh fuck, oh sucker, you got to go. After that, the line went dead. We'll be right back, the DJ said. Uh, Simon, simultaneously, Taj and I threw the covers off of us. Go get dressed. Taj yelled. I'll throw on something. We, I mean, I'll throw on something. Meet me outside so that we can go and help this old man. I mean, if Aunt Cookie get to him first, we gonna slam his ass. I ran in the bedroom, threw something on, and told Rwanda to watch Sky. I ran out the door and jumped in Taj's Escalade. We took off. Anxiously, I kept tapping my foot. Flatbush. Flatbush had more goddamn traffic than a little bit. It was worse when Taj cut over by Prospect Park, being that it was early August. The kids had the caps off the fire hydrants and were jumping in the water. By the time we got to Uncle Boy, Aunt Cookie was dropping every goddamn thing that Uncle Boy owned out the window. Aunt Cookie, I yelled, opening the truck's door and practically falling out. Stop it, cut it out. Catch this, she screamed. Poor Uncle Boy was moving like a damn centipede, telling his best, trying his best to catch his eight trap and his clothes is as they fall. I couldn't believe this shit. Taj was helping Uncle Boy collect his things. I looked up at the second story window of the row house that Aunt Cookie was hanging out of and said, Aunt Cookie, I can't believe you're handling your business like this in the street. You can't believe it. This Negro was on the radio this morning, embarrassing me, hurt me. Here I've been living with him all these years, and he been playing me. Get your shit and get to stepping, OG, you jackass monkey. Oh my God. Cookie, Uncle Boy said with a little bass in his throat, pointing his finger and sticking his chest out. I told you the truth. Now I pay bills here and you gonna stop it right now. Right goddamn now. You understand me? Understand you. Understand this. Kiss my ass. She threw one of his white leather platform shoes and hit him in the head. All that ass. Aunt Cookie, all that ass. Uncle Boy ducked, covering his head. That's a bit much. Slowly he stood back up. Furthermore, what you need to be telling me is why would you think Taj Bennett Sr. or Betty Green would be calling you on confessions? You got got something you want to share? Don't make me like Taj Bennett Senior the fuck up. He might see in the you might I mean he might see in the streets, but the nigga don't know me. Understand? Now stop what you doing and don't throw out no more of my stuff. No problem. On Cookie said, I won't throw out no more of your stuff cause all your shit is already outside. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot she left the window, came back and threw a suitcase, slammed on his head down. Uncle Boyd had fucked up royally, and I wasn't the one to be going upstairs and fucking with fucking with Cookie Turner this morning. She wasn't going to beat me to a pulp. I turned toward Uncle Boy. Where where you supposed to go? Cut it out, Vera. Taj mumbled. Come on, Uncle Boy. Taj helped Uncle Boy pack the suitcase and then he said, let's go. At first, Uncle Boy staying with us was okay until this nasty nigga started farting in my baby's room and saying shit like better out than in, or better to lose a friend than bust a gut. What the fuck? He'd walk around stinky with stinking ass magic shave on, funk up the whole house and act like he just sprayed perfume. The escorts Ray Goodman and Brown, Blue Magic, and repeats of Jimmy Swagger, Swagger, where non fucking stop on a Sunday morning. Uncle Boy left newspapers all over the house and he had an opinion about every damn thing, every goddamn thing under the sun. He drank Pepsi Colas with peanuts, ate banana sandwiches with mayonnaise, potted meat mixed with sardines, even every evening his nightcap would be a Colt 45. He's been here for 2 weeks, and truth be told, I don't know how long he can keep staying here. Let me tell you what happened last week. I came home early and Uncle Boy was stretching his balls. I mean, I came home early and Uncle Boy was scratching his balls, listening to Sam cook and frying bologna. Standing at my stove with mixed matched long johns on. The the shirt was beige and tight as hell, squeezed his arms and shit, and the waist stopped right above his hairy ass navel. The pants were gray and sagged in the ass. They made him look like he was carrying a sack full of shit. Uncle Boy, I screamed, what in the world? What in the world? I closed my eyes real tight and placed my hands over them. Please put some clothes on. Tonight, tonight I came home and this man had his feet soaking in Epsom salt and alcohol in my baby's tub. When I asked him what himself doing. He told me that he was wetting his what calluses. After he wet his calluses, he took a razor blade and peeled off the dead skin. Then, as if that wasn't bad enough, when he finished soaking them, he dried them on my baby's proud family throw cover and commenced to cutting his gritty ass toenails. In addition, for an extra added bonus, he took the original Bengay, not the new and improved scent, but the original that makes your eyes water, and started massaging his bunion. I'm not playing. That's when I picked up the phone and called Cookie. She had better right. She had Betty Wrights on No Pain, No Gain playing in the background. I could hear her girlfriend's Miss Call. Let's set y'all up. All right. Miss Carol say I got the deck of cards for tonight. On Cookie, I was pissed off that she was acting like Uncle Boy being gone was no big deal. What you working with, baby girl? I could hear her taking a pull off her cigarette. I can't call it. Fell out of my mouth. The hell was what the hell was wrong with me? I didn't even talk like this. Cookie, please, can this man come home? No, why not? I asked, practically begging. Let me tell you something, Miss Vera. See your Uncle Boy, who all these years you've been thinking is hot shit, been playing Cookie turn. Her girlfriend, Miss Carla, I mean, her girlfriend, Miss Carol, was in the background saying, Cookie, don't believe the hype. The nigga ain't no good. Don't even do it to yourself, girlfriend. Let's not forget how he was on the video in front of millions of people. Had you running around the office like a damn clown, looking like a straight fool. Niggas laughing and shit. Showed his natural ass. You, you hear, Carol? Baby girl, tell Carol she need to mind her fat ass business and stay out of yours. Have you have you lost your mind on Cookie Snap? You wanna be slapped for being disrespectful? Your Uncle Boy thought he was smart, thought he got that thought he got that off cause he been walking how cause I missed the line, y'all. Cause he been walking around me saying slick shit about keeping his grind going on. How he ain't the one to be messed over, shit like that. What was all this supposed to mean, huh? What was all that supposed to mean, huh? Well, I'll tell you, she said, answering her own question. That meant you were fooled like a motherfucker. You was you a fool like a motherfucker. Cookie Turner cusses. I'm a slick nigga. On Cookie, that's a bit much. Let me tell you something, baby girl. I'm about it. And I don't play them games. Fuck over me, and you got to go. Now he wanna come home cause he's missing me. Tell him I said to call that porch monkey bitch, Mary Murray. I don't know, Helen, and call in her ear. And cry in her ear, cause I ain't for it. Hell, ever since Nellie's sweat came on, Cookie Turner been getting her angle on. Remember Earl Gatling? Yeah, well, he is a soldier. Now, holla at your girl. What? Tears started running from my eyes. Aunt Cookie, you don't understand. I can't take it. Please, Uncle. Please, Aunt Cookie. Murray, Helen don't want him, and neither do I. I can't keep living like this. Aunt Cookie, you're the only one that can love him the way he needs to be loved. Everybody else is tired. For Christ, for Christ's sake, you've been with this man for over 25 years. Don't you miss him? Miss him? Yeah, he used to lay it down, but your fine ass father in law ain't too bad. Therefore, I will roll over in hell before that mother sucker jackass monkey come up in here again. Damn, if he gonna play me for 25 more years, and make sure you tell him that he can't come back through this door until he is divorced and the papers are in his hand. Otherwise, you can keep his sweat socks to the knee wearing ass in the summertime right there with you. And until then, like I said, I'm going to get my eagle on, my eagle on. Now, tell Wanda I said, get ready. Oh God, I'ma die. Just take me now. So just forget about Uncle Boy. Pretty much. Just tell your mama what I said. What is she getting ready for? Vera, don't play with me. Matter of fact, why don't you and your girls come on over and play some cards with us? We having a little get together. Who's we? Me, Janet, Carol, and your mama. Maybe Shannon and I'll run through. Angie's on a date, and Lee will don't even get me to lie. Don't even get me to lying. Come on and bring your mama with you. I'll tell Jimmy Charles to pick her up after the party is over. Oh, baby girl, don't come up in here empty handed. This is a BYOS party. What? Bring your own shit. If that ain't about the ghetto, how the hell are you inviting me to your party and then you want me to bring my own shit? Like what? Well, I got the food here, so bring your own drinks. Cause you know Janet and Carl, Janet and Carol's be sipping on a case of golden champagne. But You know, Golden Channel, they still make that. See, I'm hanging out because I feel a cussing coming on, and I don't want to take it there. You better take a break and recognize. Hmm, you know how I do it, but on Cookie, baby girl, Uncle Roy yelled, Sterling, sternly interrupting my conversation. He talking to you on Cookie's ex. No, you know I ain't never allowed him to just to what oh you know I ain't never allowed him to discipline you. That's my job. I cocked my neck to the side. Hell yeah. What could be his problem calling me like that? Suddenly I felt the need to either cry or cuss or both. Before I could decide which one, I smelled Uncle Boy coming this way. He spent all day eating pork and beans, so I knew it was only a matter of time before he lit the house up. I rolled my eyes as he stood in front of me with his brown what with his brown corduroy house coat on and belt tied super tight around his beer belly. On his feet, he had on matching corduroy house shoes, white sweat socks, pulling to pulling to the knee, oh, pulling to the knee, a cigarette tucked behind his left ear, and on his head was a floral print shower cap. What the hell? Wait a minute. Wait one damn minute. Is that my damn shower cap, Uncle Boy? Is that my damn shower cap? He he reared back on his legs and started looking around. Hold up, baby girl. I can't take a shower around here. First, first you don't cook, he said as he rubbed his belly, and now you wanna monitor how I wash my body? Oh hell no. Now get off the phone. He was looking at me with a serious attitude, holding a bag of barbecue skins in one hand and a Colt 45 in the other. Every time I turned around, every time I turn around, you on the phone. You need to get off that phone and cook some dinner or something around here. That damn baby about to starve. All she do is eat milk. She's 4 months. She's 4 months old. Stop making up excuses. When I was 4 months old, I was eating grits and eggs. Now she can do more than eat milk. You can't eat milk. Oh, you being smart, girl? Don't make me have to put my skins down and come at you. You're worse than your Aunt Cookie. Tell that nigga to keep my name out his mouth, Aunt Cookie snapped. I was in complete shock. Did I miss something, or did his crazy ass start paying bills up in here? Oh my god, if he keeps fucking with me, he gonna catch a major beatdown. You hear me? He said with his eyes bulging out, that goddamn receiver going to explode in your ear. You gonna mess around and that phone bill gonna be through the roof. You just taking advantage of Taj. Hmm. I ain't seen you cook yet, and that's what you need to be doing. Now hang it up, and I mean now. He took a sip of the Colt 45 he had in his hand, let out a small belch, and said, "Right now, baby girl." Oh, hell no, baby girl. Put his ass on the phone. On Cookie demanded. On Cookie want to talk to you. It's all I could manage to say. He practically snatched the phone out of my hand. Hey, chocolate drop. Hey, chocolate cookie. Hey, chocolate chip. Sorry. You missing your boy? I could hear Aunt Cookie cussing him out. A monkey. Uncle Boy was a Uncle Boy was in disbelief. Cookie, you called me a monkey, a sign, a signifying jackass porch monkey. I look like Dolomite. Sit down with my vigor, vig, Viagra. Sit down with my vibrant needing ass. Do you do you, do you cookie? Cause boiling Bruce Lee Brown ain't never scared. What bring it in? Harlem World represent look cookie. I done apologized 11 times, but it's all good. It's always ram in the bush. You gonna do what? Well, bust a move then, cookie. Bust a motherfucking move. Hello? Hello? Oh, she done hung up on me. She gave me back, he gave me back the phone, popped a skin in his mouth, chased it down with his Colt 45, and looked at me. Now hang up the phone and stay off of it for the rest of the night. I rolled my eyes so hard at Uncle Boy that it's a wonder they didn't get stuck. I picked the phone back up right in his face and called on Cookie. I told her that I would see her in an hour. Now I see why she doesn't want his ass back home. I got off the couch and walked up the stairs with Taj and Scout were in our bedroom. Taj, I'm gonna go out for a while. I need some air. You need If you need me, me and Shannon will be at Aunt Cookie's for her car party. Before I left, I changed into a mid-calf jean skirt, a matching Christian Dior top, and slipped on my black wedged Christian Dior sandals. Rwanda had already left. She caught the train. She told me that she wanted to stop by her friend's house before she went to Aunt Cookie's. I looked at her because from the smile on her face, she must have been going to see a man. I called Shannon and told her that I wanted her to go with me to Aunt Cookie's. Well, Vera, Miss Janet spoke into a stream of cigarette smoke as she collected her book of spades. Y'all might have to hold a coming to Jesus meeting on Lee's ass. What That's what I told them. My Cookie slapped her deuce of spade down on the table. They gotta get with that that ass and make her listen. Well, if Lee is supposed to be your homegirl, then you don't hold no punches. Don't cheat now. Carol, Aunt Cookie, Cookie said, turning her attitude toward Miss Carol. You know I get the damn kitty if I have the deuce of spades. Don't play. Miss Carol, who wore who were what who Miss Carol, who wore what she called baby hair, slicked down around the front of her headline, mushed mushed her cigarette in the clear ashtray. I'm getting a little sick of y'all just 'cause I did a little time for credit card fraud. Don't don't mean I'm a cheat. I'm a I'm saved now, so I suggest, she said, pointing at Aunt Cookie and Miss Janet, that y'all stop fucking with me. Be quiet, Carol, and drop a card. Aunt Cookie said, you did for yeah, you did time for more than fraud. You got locked up messing with that no good nigga. That was my nigga, wasn't he? I'm a ride or die to the motherfucking end. Y'all needs to stop talking like that. Miss Jenny, whose hairstyle consisted of a single sponge roller in the front of her hair for a bang and the rest combed straight to the back, took a sip of her golden chapel. Take time out for the Lord. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't wake up in the morning. Get it straight. Shannon and I sat off to the side like two little girls listening to a grown folks conversation. Wait a minute, Janet, Miss Curl said. I always got time for the Lord. You better fall the fuck back and stop getting it confused before she could go on. Her cell phone rang. Praise the Lord, child of God speaking. Shannon nudged me on the arm and mumbled. That's how she answers her phone. Mm-hmm. I said, sitting at the makeshift bar and in Aunt Cookie's kitchen, fixing myself a drink. Alright, dog, Miss Carol said, hanging up. I'm out. Y'all, hey, y'all, Barbara from down at the job want to know what we cooking for the repast tomorrow. You know he, he had 13 kids, and we damn near will be cooking for an army. And remember when Jam Master J passed? They ate all your red velvet cake, Janet. Jane Jam Master J. Rwanda frowned, looking over her hand of cards. Y'all cooked for his funeral. Were you invited? Invited, Miss Carol screeched. Whoever heard of being invited to a funeral? It ain't a Whoever heard of being invited to a funeral? It ain't a birthday party, Rwanda. All you got to do for a funeral is show up. Show enough, Aunt Cookie said, and Janet's cake was a big it was a big hit. I'ma tell you that cake was so good it'll make you slap your mama. Yeah, I know, Dra- Miss Janet bragged. I put my foot in it. That I put my foot in that cake. I I should have known grit grit I was tasting was from that big ass hammer toe you got, Miss Carl said, cracking up laughing. Hold it now. Don't don't talk about my hammered toe. Shit, I can't help it if I had to have the bones taken out of my foot. Carl, Carol on Cookie blew out an O of smoke. You need to be quiet. You know Janet's sensitive about them feet she got. Just let just like you sensitive about that nappy ass baby head plastered across your forehead. Don't talk about my baby head now, Cookie, 'cause ain't nobody said nothing to you about your man showing his ass on the radio, Mister. I got a confession. Carol, don't make me roll out on your ass, okay? So let's just skip all that you talking and tell me what you cooking for the repast. On Cookie, I asked with a confused look on my face. Who died? O ODB from the from the Wu-Tang clan. Oh hell no. Why'd I even ask? Well, the only way I'm cooking for the repast, Miss Carol said, collecting her book, is if I can get up on METHOD. Man, just say method, man, stupid. Anyway, you won't spell it out. Alright, whatever. Y'all a mess, Rwanda chuckled. But can we get back to the girls? V and Shannon trying to get some real advice on what to do about Lee. Now let's talk to him and tell him some things. Now, me, I have been through it all, she said, looking at her hand of cards, and that ain't no secret. But what I've learned is that there are times when a person can get so lonely that not even they can that not even they can comfort themselves. Y'all need to talk to Lee and find out what's really going on. Tell her that love doesn't hurt, but if it does, then it's not love anymore. Rwanda, you show telling the truth. Aunt Cookie agreed, snatching up her book that Miss Curl was trying to steal. I used to date a man before I met Boy, and he thought that he was supposed to treat me anyway that he wanted to, because he felt like it was that just because he felt like it he was the man, the king of the castle. It took me a while to get out being it took me a while to get out of being in stupid, but once I realized that I was the prize, I understood that if he couldn't treat me like I wanted to be treated, then he needed to leave, or better yet, I needed to go. Ain't that the truth, Cookie? Rwanda said there's no compromise when you're being treated bad. Y'all really need to talk to Lee. And once you've talked to her, Miss Janice said, throwing out a card, and she gets over being in love with his ass, then you sock it to him. Ain't Cookie, ain't Cookie slap, I mean, Aunt Cookie slapped her high five. Teach that Negro a lesson that he'll never forget. Shit, yeah. Miss Carol laughed. Send me a dildo. Send him a dildos in the mail. Fuck with him and make him think twice the next time he wanna. Mm, mm, fuck with him and make him think twice the next time he wanna dog somebody. I'ma tell y'all. I'm telling y'all. Don't sleep on this. If Lee is your homegirl, then you gotta look out for her. Aunt Cookie laughed. Please, Rwanda added, don't let her suffer. I'm a witness that sometimes suffering isn't always that easy to get away from. After I dropped Shannon off and was driving back home, I started to think about Lee. I know that we don't always get along, but she is my girl. One of my daughter's grandmother. One of my daughter's godmothers, and I can't see her go out like this. If that nigga is really beating her ass, then I'ma personally roll out on that motherfucker. I parked my X5 in front of the house and dragged myself to the stoop. I was still tired from the long night that I couldn't wait to get in the bed. I have I have some brand new Laura Laura Ashley sheets on my bed, and I know I'ma sleep real good. I turned my key in the door and flicked on the light in the living room. Ha! Motherfucker. I practically jumped out my fucking skin. Uncle Boy, what are you doing? What are you doing here sitting in the dark? Do you do you know what time it is? He sneered. It's 2 o'clock in the damn morning and you've been out running the streets. You are somebody's mama and don't know mama have no business being in the street this time of night. You couldn't call Vera. Call. I clutched my chest. My heart was still beating fast. What? All of a sudden, the word calling is Greek to you. Or, or other, the word calling is Greek to you. And any other time, we can't get you off the phone, but now you don't know how to use it. Now, wait a minute, Uncle Boy, you're getting a little carried away. I am grown. I don't have to call. Now, what you need to do is loosen up that tight ass belt you got on and go upstairs. All I got to say is don't let it happen again. I didn't even address him. I simply walked past him and headed up the stairs toward my bed. All right. Uh, don't look like we gonna be finishing this chapter today, but I'm yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this shit. But okay, chapter 14. Defense. Pregnant. Lee is pregnant. I couldn't believe what Shannon was calling to tell me. Taj, who was laying next to me in bed, mouthed, "There you go," and somebody else's business. I pressed my index finger against his lips and mouthed back, "Be quiet. Be quiet. Oh, I got you. Be quiet," he said, licking my earlobe and caressing my breast. I tapped him on the shoulder for him to stop as Shannon continued to tell me about Lee. "Yes, girl, she's pregnant and she's keeping it." "How far along?" "A few weeks. She still has to go to the doctor. She's only taking a home pregnancy test." "That's about one stupid broad. I guess the morning after pill doesn't work for her ass." By now, Taj had his hands underneath my nightgown, circling his fingers in my wetness. I was doing my best not to moan in Shannon's ear. When I looked back, when I looked down to tell him not now, he was kissing my thighs, pulling my panties off, and working his head on beneath, working his head beneath my nightgown. "One moment, Shannon." I covered my mouthpiece with my hand. "What are you doing?" I whispered to Taj. "I'ma lick that fat clit." He whispered back. Oh my God. "Taj, I'm on the phone talking. Just be real quiet when you come." "You are so nasty." I placed the phone back to my ear. "Shannon, I hope Lee doesn't think that Taj licking." Shannon, hold up. "Shannon, I hope Lee doesn't think that Taj licking." Damn, I almost told Shannon all my business. Either Taj is gonna have to stop or I'm gonna have to get off the phone. "Vera, what the hell are you doing?" Shannon eggs, sucking her teeth. None, nothing." "You mean nothing?" "Bitch, you fucking." I started laughing. I couldn't help it. And I couldn't help it. And any longer. "Oh, you such a nasty trick." She chuckled. Hurry up and call me when you done so we can go see Lee." "Are you crazy?" I snapped Taj on the shoulder. I tapped Taj on the shoulder for him to stop for a minute. He didn't stop. He just started kissing my thighs again, turned around and positioned himself for a 6'9". "One moment, Shannon." I took my hand and covered my mouthpiece again. "Taj," I whispered, one minute, baby. Let me finish talking to Shannon." I picked the phone back up while massaging his dick. "I'm not going over there for old girl to show her ass. You remember what she did the last time. Homegirl broke fly and was like, you can't give me no advice. Tell it to the hand. Oh, tell it to the hand. Yeah, Oprah and Yale King wannabes. Nah, fuck that. This time I'm going to the movies with my baby's daddy." All, all else will have to wait. I know what on Cookie and Rwanda said, but I'll have to check Lee when I come back. You a you are such a bitch. Did I say I was going? Did I say I wasn't going? I'm just saying that if she shows her ass, I'm a mollywop it. Damn. Be quiet, Vera, and get your nut. Come call me when you and Taj are done. I mean, get through. Damn. You know what I mean. Get back from the movies or just have him drop you off here when the movie's over. Bye, Shannon. I hung up the phone, turned over to Taj, and was preparing to bust out the nastiest 6ix9ine in the world. Where were we? As we got ready to get our groove on, Uncle Boy starts yelling our names and pounding on the bedroom door. What the fuck does he want? I looked down at Taj and said, ask that Bama what he wants. Because I asked, cause, because if I ask him, ain't no telling what may come out of my mouth. What's up, Uncle Boy? Taj, I thought we were going to the movies to see Ray. To the movies? This nigga wanna go to the movies with me and my man? Oh, hell no. Taj and I are going to the movies, Uncle Boy, I yelled. Taj looked at me and said, don't talk to him like that. He whispered, don't talk to him like that. Do you know how he's been talking to me? Treating me like I'm a kid and shit? Be quiet, Taj said, waving his hand for me to hush up. Uncle Boy, Vera, and I were going to go to the movies to get away for a little while. We haven't really been out alone since the baby was born, so we wanted to spend a little time, if you know what I mean. Oh, I get it, cause I've been thinking that y'all need some time together too, so if you could just drop me off at the movies, I would appreciate it. I don't need nobody to talk to. Ever since Cookie put me out, I'm used to being alone. Y'all go ahead and be a happy couple. I know I'm on my way. I know I'm on my own, so I'll be waiting for you to simply give me a ride to the movies. No problem, Uncle Boy, Taj said. After Uncle Boy walked away from the door, I looked at Taj and said, I don't even want to fuck with you no more, punk ass. I went to get up from the bed and Taj pulled me on top of him. Alright now, little girl, don't let me have to put these skins down and get up in you. I couldn't help but laugh. Why I gotta be on top? What about the 6ix9ine? Because I changed my mind, he said, cupping my breast. I wanted you to, I wanted you on top now. I want you on top now. You know what I want? You know what I want, I said as I slid down on his dick and started what? Gyrating my hips. Taj closed his eyes. What? I took my index finger and arched his eyes open. I'ma get on my knees and beg Aunt Cookie to please take Uncle Boy back home. Hmm, baby, I really don't want to hear about Uncle Boy right now. I got a hell of a visual going on, and he ain't in it. When we got to the movies, Uncle Boy sat his ass in the same aisle 3 seats down from us. Uncle Boy, you want some popcorn? Taj asked him when we first sat down before the movie started and the aisle got full. No, thank you, Uncle Boy. Just gonna sit right here, right over here, and leave y'all alone. Okay, I know rules. Anyway, and leave y'all alone. 15 minutes into the movie, and the aisle is now full. Guess who's moaning loudly about how he wish he had some popcorn, but his knees hurt. Too bad to go and get some. Uncle Boy, you want me to go and get you some popcorn? Todd was, oh, would you, son? I would I would appreciate that. Taj left and returned with the popcorn. 10 minutes later, guess who's fucking gagging off of the popcorn kernel? Uncle Boy, Taj said, what's up? You alright? I guess. Uncle Boy coughed out with his left hand wrapped around his throat like he was about to die or something. People were looking at him, and some of them were even signing and complaining about the noise. I'll be alright, Taj, Uncle Boy said with a scratchy throat. Just sitting here about to choke off this dry as popcorn you brought me back. You couldn't get me no butter. Uncle Boy, you have high cholesterol, so now I couldn't get you any popcorn. I mean, any butter, sorry. I was filming. I hadn't I hadn't said a word because I didn't want to cuss Uncle Boy the fuck out and have an apology later. So I sat there quietly. I'll get you something to drink, Uncle Boy, Todd said. Here you go, Uncle Boy smiled, pulling out a supersized plastic Burger King cup. I got a little Seagram 7 in the bottom. Just put a little ice and Sprite and remix in here and mix it up real good. I swear I could have kicked his ass. Here's your drink, Uncle Boy, Todd said, returning to the editor. I don't know, 45 good minutes into the movie, Uncle Boy hadn't said a word. We almost forgot that he was there. Then we started hearing, excuse me, let me pass. Excuse me, let me pass. When we looked, it was Uncle Boy crossing over every single person in the aisle to go to the bathroom. When he came back, he had to cross over the same people again. I was filming. I looked at Taj. If he gets up again, I'ma cuss his ass out. 20 minutes later, Jamie Foxx, who was playing Ray Charles, starts singing, and so does Uncle Boy. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. That dumb. Uncle Boy, I couldn't hold it in any longer. Be quiet. This doesn't make any damn sense. Now hush before I have to spaz out. I really wanted to say shut the fuck up. This was one time I wished Uncle Boy could read my mind. As I settled back in my seat, finished watching the movie, the shit was going off. I was pissed. I told Taj that he and Uncle Boy could leave, but that I was staying here to catch the next show. Taj kissed me on the way out. Uncle Boy rolled his eyes. I didn't give a fuck. I paid for another ticket, sat in the theater, and watched the movie by myself. Afterwards, I called a cab to Shannon's. Once Angie got off work, she met Shannon and me in front of Lee's co-op. Shannon opened Lee's door with a pair of spare keys. Oh, she gives you an extra set of keys. Like like you just queen bee and shit. I snapped. Vera, Shannon said, turning the knob. This is not the time. Lee was asleep on the couch when we walked in and saw that both her eyes were swollen and black. Leola Jones, Angie screamed. What the fuck is going on? Scared shitless, Lee jumped out of her sleep. How the hell y'all get in here? You ever heard of knocking? I looked at Shannon and mouthed. She's starting. Then I plopped my ass down on the love seat, placed my feet on the ottoman, and waited for the bitch to jump bed. I asked y'all a question. Why are y'all here? Look at you, I said in disbelief. You letting some no good nigga beat on you? And wait a minute, aren't you pregnant? Shannon Lee said, I told you not to say anything. I didn't. I only told Vera and Angie. Shannon said, sitting down next to Lee. Anyway, I snapped. That ain't the point. Vera, don't start. Lee screamed. Anyway, I snapped. That ain't the point. Vera, don't start. Lee screamed. You don't even know what you're talking about. So please what? Lee Shannon said, as calmly as possible, walking over to her and grabbing her hand. Please tell us what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Angie spat while while sitting on the arm of the love seat. Lee, Lee gets her ass kicked. I second that motion. I twist my lips and rolled my eyes. After all, nobody asked any one of you to be in my business. First of all, Lee said while snapping her fingers. See, all that energy you got to be nasty, I said. That's how you need to be treating your nigga. Every time I get a man, y'all asses find a fucking flaw. Lee Lee snapped. Did you all ever look at your own men? Crooked ass thugs hustling their way to be legit. Mr. Doctor and Mr. Pilot. Anyway, you put it, they are still, any way you put it, they are still street niggas. And Angie, don't even do it to yourself, girlfriend. Cause you don't even want me starting in on little love. What? Scallywitch? I mean Scallywag? Oh, I, I screamed. You talking about my man? My baby daddy? Oh, I will bust your mouth wide the fuck open. I stood up and started walking toward Lee. Shannon stood in front of me and said, "Sit down, Vera." I kicked my feet. I kicked my foot, pounded my fist in my hand, and looked Lee directly in the face. "Don't let me catch you outside, you stank ass, skeezing ass, broke the fuck up, pregnant punk, bummy ass hoe. Takes one to know one," she replied. I reached for her and Shannon pushed me back. And you know what, Lee? I said, sitting back down. You always got a lot of mouth when it comes to taking up for a good man, for a no good asshole, for a no good asshole. But who's always there when the shit goes down, right when the mofo right doesn't go right with the mofo? We are. I swear an orgasm was the worst thing that could have happened for you because you lost your fucking brain cells. Now you need to stay the fuck off Taj and Quincy because I don't know about Shannon, but I don't play that shit. Whatever, Lee sucked her teeth. See, Shannon, see, just one time, let me mug, let me mug her ass. I ain't gonna kill her. I'ma just knock the shit out of her. Calm down, Vera. Oh, I'ma calm down. It's all good. I ain't getting. At least I ain't getting my ass kicked. I bet you my man stay on the grind for me, 'cause I get whatever I want, and he damn sure doesn't have a motherfucking crib that he shares with another bitch. My man is at home. Where's yours? I tell you, she spoke with tears falling from her eyes. It seems like you know what? You, you, she said, pointing around, can get the fuck out. Wait a minute now. Slow your roll, Holmes. Angie said, twisting her neck, 'cause I ain't for the shit. Now I've been quiet this whole time, but you need to calm the fuck down, get it together, and take a deep breath. Don't take the shit out on me. I'm not Shannon, so I will not be treating you like a baby. And I'm not Vera, so I'm trying not to completely cuss you the fuck out. All I have to say is that I hope and pray that you have more sense than to stay with a man who's beating your ass, regardless of whether you're pregnant or not. Lee, Shannon said, why didn't you use something? Right now is not the time to be having a baby with by this man. Don't don't tell me about my man and my baby. That might be your baby, I said, mean mugging Lee's ass. But old boy damn sure ain't your man. I'm certain Tamila would argue that point. Tamila, Lee cried in disbelief. Nobody told you that but that fucking Sharice. That's why I can't stand her. You know, you know. Oh, so you know about this chick. She is nothing to him. It was only one time and she came one to him. Men will be men. I'm about to pass the fuck out. All I could hear were sirens and shit, bells and whistles going off and screaming dumb bitch alert. Do you know how hard it is for him to be out of work? Lee cried, do you know how hard it is for a black man, period? Lee said, do you know how hard it is for you to be a baby mama? I said to Lee, and the nigga don't want you. He wanted he wanna be with the next bitch. What? You think that shit is a joke? You're 32 years old and should know better. Lee, he's out of work. Shannon asked in disbelief. Yes, and that was the day you should have left his ass. Angie said, pointing her finger. Unemployed niggas need to be looking for a job, not fucking for show. A snap. He's unemployed and he's kicking your ass. What? He got a platinum dick. All is you think about his dick. Lee screamed. I know Jarrell. Jarrell loves me. Every couple every couple goes through shit. Don't you know, Miss Vera? Or should I remind you about Bryce? Resur resurrection. Resurrection. Let me explain something to you. Bryce is not my man. Therefore, I am going through anything with him. Taj is my man. And one thing he never does is put his hands on me. There it is. And she said, let me tell you something, Lee. I know what it is to be going through something with a man. I was so in love with my husband that I couldn't tell his ass from his lips because I was in there so much. Honey, I was so in love with this man that I forgot about me and what I like to do, where I like to go, and things that I'd like to see. I forgot that shit because I was so busy chasing this no good nigga, thinking that if I could somehow show him that I was the bomb bitch, he would act right. So I withstood his cheating, his dogging, his his degrading, him having no money, and if I could stand by that, then I was superwoman, right? And he would see that he had the whole package in me, right? Wrong. Tears were streaming down Angie's cheeks as her voice started to crack. It hurts me to see you like this because looking at you reminds me of how I felt living with a nigga I had to convince to love me. But how could he love me when I wasn't even loving you? Jarrell is under a lot of stress. Fuck his stress. What the hell is he doing for you? I snapped. Are you stupid? You think we like coming here and having to convince your ass that you deserve better than what you're getting? You think I like looking at you all beat the fuck up? Instead of you saying, I need help, you're screaming some bullshit. Defending this bomb nigga. Fuck all that. You have to want more for yourself and your baby. They're right, Lee. Shannon agreed. Uh, do any of you, do any of you know what it's like to always be the one to finish last? Lee cried. Finish last in what, Lee? Shannon smirked. At anything. I was always in. I was always the tallest in class. All right, whatever. Bitch, your ass is 5'5". You're far from tall. I said, yeah, but I've been 5'5" since the fourth grade, and I was always fat. You ain't fat, you just big bone. Shannon chimed in. Please, I was the one who always teased. You were always starting shit. I snapped with my face twisted. Be quiet, Vera. Shannon snapped. I'm just saying. Hush. I sucked my teeth let let Lee continue. I always had to be the funny one. I don't remember you being funny. I know I wasn't helping any, but this bitch was sounding ridiculous. If you say another word, Shannon snapped at me, I'ma stuff my fist in your throat. I shot that heifer a look like, try it, please. Don't think I won't, Shannon said as if she could read my mind. Go on, Lee, please, Shannon said, stroking Lee's hair away from her face. Being the fat kid, I had to put up with a lot of things because people think that a fat kid doesn't have any problems. Besides overeating, you should just be jolly and fat. Well, guess what? I wasn't. I was miserable and unhappy. Out of all the good, out of all the goddamn problems in the world, I had to have a dead daddy and a weight problem. And when it came to boys, please, young boys don't like fat ass girls. You know who they like? They like your friends, the skinny ones. They they come to the fat girl for advice on what they should do to get with your skinny friend, and all the while you're saying, but I'm the one who likes you. What about me? But Lee, Shannon said, taking a tissue and wiping Lee's tears, you had boyfriends. Oh my God. But it's so much more than that, Shannon. Don't you see? All the guys that I dated, what? All the guys I dated wanted a fat girl. Oh, wanted fat girls. I wanted someone that wanted me, and Jarrell is the first one who just wanted me. I know you's a fucking lie. But anyway, Leola, don't you understand? Even though I'm grown, feel that I still feel like that same fat kid. Oh, please, I'm dying to hear what the hell I said, interrupting them. Is it me or do you hear violence? This ain't no feel sorry for me cause I'm fat session. This is about that nigga beating your ass. You sitting up here trying to convince me your shit that I just don't see. You're 5'5" and a size 16. So what? You look good to me. You been wearing the hell out of that tight ass shit you be putting on. It's not about you, it's about me. Lee took a tissue and blew her nose. And him kicking your ass is about him and not you. Now, look, I understand that you may have issues with yourself, but then you deal with you. You don't let a nigga discipline you because you got it issues. Don't you ever let a man mistreat you because you're carrying issues about what you used to be or what you are. You have to be important to you, and that's how you become important to someone else. So you let him beat your ass and what? What do you mean and what? Lee cried. This is what. Look at yourself, Lee. All you do is date somebody's husband and believe his lies. Why? He's married. The bitch with the legal ties is numero uno. Unless you want a crazy motherfucker like Roger to damn near kill you and anybody else in his path, I couldn't help it. But I started to get emotional. Don't you know that we love you, but the love you have for yourself means the most. I used to think that beating a nigga out of his money was the bomb thing to do. It paid um it paid my bills. It got me what I wanted. Knuckles. I don't know, were always sweating me, but in the end, what happened? Nothing. They used my body just as much as I used their money. Trust and believe, ain't no bitch out here gold digging and ain't giving up the cooch. It doesn't look like that. I mean, it doesn't work like that. Don't do yourself. Believe me in the end. All that is left is you and your issues. What what am I supposed to do? You need to get it together, Shannon said. Please, I chuckled. He lives with somebody else. With somebody anyway. Vera, Lee screamed, getting off the couch. I'm so sick of you always trying to degrade my man. Bitch, bitch, let me explain something to you. You damn real, I'm a bitch. What? Okay. And a badass one at that. But you a hoe. And a damn hoe at that. I mean, a dumb hoe at that. Sorry. See, the difference is bitches get rich and hoes get dick. Stupid ass. That's enough, Vera. Shannon yelled. No, fuck that. This whole thinks she's so smart. Come on, Lee. Let me show you where the nigga lives with the bitch. Oh, excuse me, the hoe. Oh, no, she said, snatching her house keys off her coffee table. You are so fucking wrong because you don't even know where he lives. We all stormed out of her house and jumped in Shannon's 7451. I gave her the address and argued. I mean, I gave her the address on Avenue D that Cherie had given me. Once we pulled up, I grabbed Lee by the arm. Don't punk out. Come on, let's go knock on the door. No, Lee started screaming, pulling her arm back. Why not? Because he's getting out the car with her right here. He's right there and she's pregnant. Jarrell was standing in front of us, holding the door open for who I assumed to be Tamila. She appeared to be at least 6 months pregnant. I, he grabbed her by her waist and kissed her. Please take me, please take me home. Please cried. Please, I've had enough. Oh, you're just got. Oh, you so. Oh, you just. Oh, you're just gonna let this nigga punk you in the street with his bitch and shit. I asked in disbelief. You're sitting here all beat the fuck up, pregnant, and this mofo living swell. Oh, I don't think so. You better get your ass out the car and confront his ass. I opened my car door and said, "Let's go." Drill, I yelled, stepping out of the car. I know you hear me, nigga. This girl looked and said, "Who the fuck are you? Are they?" My name is Vera, and you are Tamila. Well, Tamila, this is Lee, and we're here to see Jarrell. Jarrell, the girl frowned. Oh, sweetie, you must be mistaken. This is Rashid. Rashid Hill. I looked at Lee in disbelief. This mofo trying to play us the fuck out. His name is Jarrell. Just as sure as I'm standing here, it damn sure is. Lee said. I motioned for Angie and Shannon to come over where we were. I knew they would never believe this one. Sweetie, Tamila said, his name his name is Rashid Hill, period. Well, I said, placing my hands on my hip. Why don't you let him speak for himself? He looked at me and rolled his eyes. He looked at Lee and said, this is why I didn't tell you my real name, because I knew you would stalk me. Why don't you accept the fact that I love my wife? Please, if you continue to follow me around, I will have to press charges on you. He grabbed Mila by the arm and they walked toward their house. Lee, I said, you better drop kick that nigga in the fucking back. No, I'm not, she cried. Please, I just gotta get out of here. I already told you that I've had enough, dumbass nigga. I yelled at Jarrell. I don't know why she would end up pregnant by your ass anyway. They walked in the house and slammed the door. Lee cried all the way home. We were going to spend the night with her, but she insisted on being alone. I was in a deep sleep when the phone rang. Hello. Hey baby, Taj said, what time is it, sweetie? I said, wiping my eyes. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What's wrong? Lee's here in the hospital. What? I screamed, reaching across the bed and cutting the light on. Why? What happened? Is she okay? She had a miscarriage. She won't press charges, but Jarrell beat her up pretty bad. I'm on my way. I called Shannon and Angie. We met at the hospital. When we arrived, Lee had just been admitted for overnight observation. She had a broken arm and her face was bruised. She wouldn't look she wouldn't look at us. Lee, please, Shannon said. Please leave him alone, please. Lee, a woman's voice said from the doorway. May I come in? When we looked, it was Tamila. What are you doing here and what you and what do you want? She asked. And what do you want? I asked. I was giving this bitch 5 minutes, pregnant or not. I was going to beat her ass if she came up in here to start some shit. I didn't come for any trouble, she said. I lied and told them that I was your sister so they would let me in. I know Rashid did this to you and I'm so sorry. Tears were flowing from her eyes. I followed him to your apartment and I heard everything outside the door. He didn't see me when I left. When he left out, I was the one who called the ambulance. I'ma go now, okay? 1 minute, Lee said. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. I walked her to the door and slipped her my car. Need if you ever need to talk, please call me. Well, Shannon, I said, well, while I was touching my color up in her hair, I didn't expect the bitch to call. I was just being nice, but I picked up my cell phone last night and there she was telling me her whole life story. But I'll say this, we need to get with her and fuck Mr. Jarrell Rashid, whatever the fuck his name is, up. He need his ass stomped anyway. Dirty told me all I had to do was say the word and he would stomp the shit out of him. Even Taj told me that he would call his brother Sharif if we needed him to and pull a drive-by on that monkey motherfucker and break his shit up. That's the same shit Quincy suggested. Let's just talk to Tamila and see what she wanted to do. Then we plot. Wow, the bitch is still willing. True, DeAndre said. While sitting in his station chair, sipping on his coffee. You better catch her ass now. You know how bitches do. One day she'll want revenge, and the next day she'll want him back. There it is, DeAndre, Angie said. Well, while Rosa was washing her hair, the best thing to do is use the hose info to get some leverage on Jarrell's ass. Tell her shit like he was using both of y'all. Yeah, Angie, I said, then I'll hit her with this shit. You're a pretty girl. You seem to have something going for yourself. Why get stuck with him? You see, you see what he's capable of doing. Just take your baby and leave him. If you leave now, who knows? Maybe he'll get himself together for you and the baby. Great minds think alike, DeAndre laughed. And once y'all hit homegirl with that, you know she'll believe it and tell you everything that you need to know. Alright, I'ma call her now. Y'all be quiet. DeAndre finished basing Yeah, basing Shannon's scalp for me. I spoke to Tamila for about an hour and repeated to her everything we just discussed in the shop, just as we expected. She told me everything I needed to know about how Jarrell left his first wife to be with her, that his wife claimed Jarrell used to beat her, but she didn't believe it until she saw what he did to Lee. Anything I wanted to know, she told me. When I got off the phone, I turned to them and said, let's skip the crazy shit and go straight to having his ass kicked, stomp a mud hole in him. No, Vera, Shannon said, we have to save the best for last. Now let's put a put a plan into action. Let's see what time it is. Damn, it's 11:12. All right. Whatever you say, but it starts tomorrow. Day one, Angie brought a dildo to the shop. It was the first. It was the prettiest black penis I would have ever seen. Balls and pubic hair included. What the heck? Angie had a slight. She didn't want to give away a good dildo, but hell, this was for our girl. So we slipped it up, and poured fake blood in the crack for a nice touch. I put drops of mayonnaise in the crack so it would turn yellow and look like pus. Then we sent it to the mail to Jarrell with a note that read, make sure yours never looks like this. Tamila called me right away after Jarrell opened it. Vera, she said, he got it. He's in the kitchen right now, holding his crotch and pacing the floor. He didn't bother Lee because he was scared she would press charges on him, especially after we sent Dirty and his friend over there acting as detectives with an active warrant. As we suspected, Jarrell was a bitch and told him that nobody by the name of Jarrell or Rashid lived there. Ever since then, Tamila says that he jumps when the doorbell rings. Day two, come to find out, Jarrell was never unemployed. He just told Lee that, so she would never ask him for anything. So I had Bryce hack into computer system at work. Luckily, we were able to get the need information from Tamila. Jarrell worked for an advisory firm, which allowed him to work from home at times. Bryce took the information we had and ran with it, hooked the shit up where we could send a nice little email from none other than old boy himself, Rashid Lee. Rashid Hill must have been his real name because that's the name he was using at work. Tamila told me everything I needed to know to lower the boom. The email went something like this: y'all, hey y'all, a nigga sitting here scratching his nuts trying to figure out where my Viagra is. And then I remember that I gave my last pill to my supervisor, Dave. Did you all know that Dave was gay? And he's taking it in the ass. Oh, by the way, Speaking of facts, Francis from accounting used to be a man, and Sally and Amy from clerical. Well, let's just say that Amy likes to play with Sally's kitty cat. Two fine women bumping pussy, but shit. I know I would like to watch. By the way, Calvin, the senior um the senior vice president, his baby is the mailroom guy's baby. He just doesn't know it yet. Oh well. Oh y'all be blessed. Much love. Rasheed Hill. Tamila called the next evening and said that all the other fucked up gifts that we sent would have to come straight to the house because old boy's been suspected without is suspended without pay until his upcoming trial for disorderly conduct. When he arrived at work the next morning after I sent the email, his coworkers jumped him in the bathroom, but he was the one who the head of the department suspended. Day 3, I pulled some shit out my hat from when Shannon and I used to run game on a slick motherfucker that thought he was the shit. Jarrell had a bagging ass. Oh, Jarrell had a banging ass custom designed Jag with chrome wheels and the whole nine. This motherfucker prided himself on this car. Tamila said that when he first got it, he wore olive green clothes for a week so that he and the car would match. Well, late late one night, Shannon and I took the tags off the car, pulled called the cops, and reported that a vehicle with no tags was sitting on the street. The cops towed the car away, and Jarrell's been looking for it ever since. Day 4, the day I've been waiting on the girls and I. The day The day I've been waiting for, the girls and I this time, including Lee and Sharice, went over to old boy's spot to do some damage. We told Tamila to stay out of it since she was pregnant, but she insisted that we bring her the same hoodie and sweatpants we wore by that we would be wearing. Sorry. We covered we covered our mouths with matching black bandanas, and over our eyes we had on black shades. Sharice was playing DMX with a hood at to get us hyped up on our way to the spot. Sharice had already packed 6 wooden beds wrapped in duct tape and, or as Aunt Cookie calls them, nigga be cool sticks. Needless to say, we were strapped. As we each step out, we grabbed our weapons and crept on crept up to the stoop. Tamila let us in as she ran around the back and got dressed in the gear we brought for her. We waited for her to come back before we made our move. When she came back, it was on. This bum nigga was laying in the bed, sleep. Wake the fuck up. Sharice screamed, "What are y'all doing?" Jarrell said. Jarrell asked, waking up sleep drunk when he saw six thug thuggets standing over him with hoodies, sweats, and nigga be cool sticks. He started screaming. Shut the fuck up, I said, screaming like a little bitch. We gon' give you a chance, nigga, Shannon said, to get the fuck out. And if you don't make a move in 2 minutes, we gon' fuck your ass up. Wait a minute, Jarrell said as started laughing nervously. You can't be serious. Shannon threw a crazy laugh in the air. Hey y'all, she said, quoting the rapper T.I., it's a lot of niggas that got a lot of shit to say. But when you confront, Sharice growled, what? Growled, they can't stand up for what they fucking said. Yeah, Shannon continued, like they be like, yeah, Shannon continued. They be like, nah, I ain't said that. He said that, nigga. She pointed at Jarrell. Stand up. You seem to scared. You seem too scared to move. Bam. Shannon's stick hit the nightstand. Jarrell stuttered. Ain't going nowhere. Y'all got a alligator's mouth, I said. You got an alligator's mouth, I said, and I hummed bird's ass. A hummingbird's ass. Your mouth writing check. Your mouth writing checks. Angie followed up. That that your ass can't cash. She moved closer to him, slamming her bat into her hand. We ain't no joke, Sheree said. We used to let the mic smoke. We used to let the mic smoke. All we all looked at Sharice like she was crazy. That is not what we rehearsed. He ain't moved yet, Angie screamed. I figured that it was my turn to flex a little bit, so I took my stick and broke the motherfucking flat screen TV on the wall. Oh, hell no, Tamila yelled. That was my shit. Tamila, Jarrell said in a thick West Indian accent. I thought I thought that I, I thought that was you. What what you doing, man? Why? Cause nigga, you play too much, Tamila said, starting to cry. See what I mean about a bitch with feelings? Now look, Lee's punk ass ain't said a word yet, and Tamila is falling apart. Get up and get your shit, I said, demanding, trying to stop whatever was going on between these two. I'ma drop kick your ass, nigga, Sharice yelled. Lee was still standing there with a bump on the log, like a bump on the log, so I nodded her slightly. I nudged her slightly with my elbow. Speak, bitch. Lee looked at Drill, walked over to him, and slapped the shit out of him. That's what's up. We all cheered. Then she lost control and started beating his ass like a damn gangster. She took her bat and banged him in the knee. Then she took it and started swinging it wildly, hitting Jarrell wherever the stick landed. Lee Lee Shannon yelled, "Chill, Lee, stop." Lee still didn't stop. Since when did this chick get balls like this? Lee, you gon' fuck around and kill him. Just wait. I screamed. Jarrell seemed too scared to hit her back, so he kept covering his face. "Stop it," Angie screamed, and then she snatched Lee off of Jarrell. "That's enough. Why y'all doing this? What I ever do to y'all?" Jarrell cried. "Jarrell," Lee said, "why did you beat on me? I lost my baby because of you. I told you to get an abortion, stupid ass." Jarrell was still talking shit, but we could tell that he was scared, limping in pain. He started taking some of his things and packing them in a gym bag. "Hurry up, punk, because I burn this before I burn this motherfucker down," I yelled. After I said that, I peeped out the window and saw Dirty and his boys waiting for Jarrell outside. Whew. After after Jarrell packed what he could in between, shaking, he said, "Why, where am I supposed to go?" The answer was boom. Angie's stick blank slammed against the wall. Oh baby boy, you about to have three hots and a cot. About to have three hots and a cot. Angie sneered. "West Side," Cherie said in high-pitched voice. Tamila started mushing Jarrell in the head. "Dumb nigga, punk nigga, what nigga? Say something, I dare you. Get off, get off me, Tamila. Do something," she said. "I dare you. Let me just go before I hurt you." Jarrell asked, permission to walk past us. We followed closely behind, tapping him on the shoulder with the stick every step of the way. When he got to the living room, he turned to Tamila and Lee. Y'all was some little bum clock hoes." And he walked the front then he opened the front door and tried to run out, only to be greeted by Dirty's fist. Dirty slammed him to the ground and said, "You like to beat women, huh? You a punk, huh? Beat me like beat me then, motherfucker." Dirty took Jarrell and beat his ass so bad that we had to beg him to stop. And now, Dirty's friends who were standing around watching spoke. I mean, watching spoke. "Rashid Hill, we have a warrant for your arrest." What nobody expected Shannon and Angie knew was that my cousin Dirty had just finished police academy and now and was now a NYPD police officer. I had already given Dirty all the information on Jarrell that he needed so that the state would have a domestic violence case without Lee having to give up any information. Now the state of New York would pick up the charges. I looked at Lee as they placed Jarrell in the back of the police car. "No matter what we go through, I will never let anybody fuck with you. I love you too, Vera," she said, hugging me. "I love you too." Oh my God, we're gonna stop stop right there, y'all. I thought we was gonna finish this shit. We still got a lot to go. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with any and everybody. Let them know what your girl is doing on this channel. And stay tuned. I have a cleaning video. Well, it's a organizing. It's a cleaning and organizing video for y'all. I will be doing in a little bit after this. Make sure you leave comments, appropriate comments. Leave likes. Tell a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Come join the big meat gang, the big dog gang, gang, gang. And I'll see y'all in that cleaning video. And deuces.